And so let's talk to Devin about all of this. He's kind enough to join us. Here he is, the man himself, Devin Haney. Hello, Devin. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Ariel?
I'm doing really well. Thank you for the time. We appreciate it as always. Is it fair to categorize, like, this has been a saga, man. It's like, since the fight was announced, this whole thing, from the moment you guys were signed to fight in that Vegas run-in all the way until, like, literally now, this has been some tiring stretch for you, right?
Yeah, no, I mean it's definitely been a saga since the start of it. It's been a roller coaster, uh, a circus, but this is where we are now, and it is what it is.
Is there any part of you that sometimes thinks, man, I wish I didn't sign up to fight this guy? I wish I didn't put myself in this position?
No, because I put my trust in Allah, and I know that Allah is a perfect planner. So whatever is for me, is for me. Whatever whatever it's all on His timing. So no, I don't think like that. But has it been a very unique situation? Absolutely.
This is the first time we speak since the fight. And so I'm just curious, that fight week in Brooklyn, were there any things in retrospect that you wish you did differently? Like, if he didn't make weight, do you wish you would have said, no, the fight is off? If you didn't feel comfortable with things that you were hearing or seeing from him, is there anything that if you were given the opportunity to do again, you wouldn't do, given what you saw from him that week?
I could have did I could have did things differently, but once you go in there with a guy who's on PEDs, it doesn't matter. You can do everything in the world. You can put clauses. You can do whatever you want, but you aren't on an even playing field, and that just eliminates everything. Once one guy is on PEDs and one guy isn't, it doesn't matter at that point.
Did you suspect this at all? Did you ever hear any inklings of this kind of activity?
No, not like from his side. You mean?
Yeah.
Like, no. I didn't. No, it was news to me when it came out. I didn't know anything of it.
He still maintains this was all done unknowingly, contaminated substances and all that. Do you believe that?
No, I don't believe that. At the end of the day, if you genuinely felt that, why did he? He admitted to it. He forfeited the $1 million. He took his suspension. This is what he agreed to. So he basically took a plea deal. He didn't take it to trial. He didn't try to fight it or nothing like that. He owned up to it to the commission. He signed the contract, whatever the case may be. That this is my suspension. This is what it is. So no, a guy who failed 5 different tests. No, it wasn't unknowingly.
Have you talked to him off, out of the public eye, like just, off the record? Have you guys had any kind of conversations since all this came out?
Nah, he be messaging me like on Instagram and shit like that, like trying to be cool, like trying to be like, I don't know. We all know, it's something odd with him. And for him to feel like it's cool for him to message me, none of that. None of that is going on. Like, for the shit that he did, I want to make him pay for the shit that he did in the ring, out the ring, however.
And so what kind of stuff is he messaging you about?
He said some shit like, I didn't know. He said something like, I didn't know that you beat up Gervonta like that, or some shit like that. Some of that sort, he said.
Okay. So he's trying to be cool with you.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
Interesting.
But like I said, we not friends. It ain't none of that. Like I said, he gonna pay for what he did in the ring and out the ring, and that, I mean that in many different ways.
And I'd like to ask you about that, but just regarding the suspension, the $1 million to Golden Boy, why is that? Why do they get $1 million?
Yeah, I didn't understand that. But I'm trying to, my team is talking to the commission and talking to Golden Boy to figure out, how that works.
Okay. And do you know how much you'll be getting from him?
I don't know. No. That's what we're trying to figure out. But this whole situation has cost me money. I've lost money during this whole situation, which at the end of the day is boxing. But like I said, he will pay for everything.
When you say it's
and
cost you money, do you mean
and
because of the purse bid?
um yeah, I mean that is one of the ways that it has cost me money. Um yeah.
What other ways?
Um as far as just in the future, future fights, right? It has it has cost me.
Okay. I saw that you did an interview with Dan Rayfield last week, and you said that you were considering suing him for this. Is that still the plan?
Like I said, this whole thing has cost me, and I wasn't on a. It's I signed up for a fair fight. I signed a contract for a fair fight where we do drug testing, where we go in and I'm clean, he's clean, and that wasn't the case. So, like I said, he must pay. He must pay for that. When you sign a contract, he said that he's gonna be clean going into the fight. I'm gonna be clean. It ain't gonna be nothing in my system. It ain't gonna be nothing in his system. And he didn't hold up his bargain. He didn't hold up on his side of that. So he will pay,
Okay. Has that
and
started?
he will pay. He will, like I said, he will pay. He will pay in the ring. I want to get it back in blood in the ring, but also outside the ring. I'm still a businessman at the end of the day, and this is a business. So, and people admire me because of my business sense and how I got to this point. So, like I said, he gonna pay in the ring. We get it back in. I want to get it back in blood in the ring, on an even playing field, but also out the ring.
Have you started that process of suing him?
But right now, we're just trying to figure out, everything.
Okay.
The whole situation is still, you know, we still don't fully understand the whole thing.
Regarding the
But
actual,
what I
sorry, go
but
ahead.
what I do understand is that he's failed 5 tests, and it's no coincidence that you failed 5 tests. That's not, this is, and there's no coincidence that you don't, nobody's gonna just forfeit $1 million just for something that they didn't do, right? Would you?
No, no.
Okay, so by the time that you forfeit $1 million, you're pretty much owning up to, what you did.
And just to be clear, the 5 tests, which are you referring to? Because I was what I read was
He failed.
19th and 20th, right?
So he failed. He failed the day before the fight. He failed his A and B test.
Hmm.
The night of the fight, he failed his A and B test again, and he also failed the commission test that he took on the fight night as well.
Okay.
So the commission did their own separate tests, and he didn't only fail the VADA test. He failed the commission test as well.
And all of it was for Austrian, right?
Yes.
Hmm. And regarding the fight itself, what do you think went wrong? It was shocking to see it play out like that because we had never really seen you in that type of position. Looking back, what do you think went wrong that night?
Yeah. We can't say because, when you're not on an even playing field, that's what went wrong right there. We let's start there. I can't say, oh, I'm fighting you straight up and I'm clean, and you're fighting me with PEDs in your system. It's not a fair fight. So what went wrong,
Was it one
and
of the,
that's why I said, we have to run it back because it just wasn't a fair fight.
when
And if PEDs don't matter, then why do we test for them then?
hmm.
Why are they banned?
So when you went back to the
And
locker room,
if PEDs don't matter, why did he take them?
right? Were you just
PEDs
shocked?
they have to be beneficial.
Well, yeah, performance enhancers, right? That's why they are called that. And
Exactly.
were you just like blown away when you went back to the locker room, like just not being able to comprehend? And then when you found out about the PEDs, did maybe the performance make more sense to you? Is that how you digested it?
My bad.
No problem.
Um, yeah, no, I mean, say that again. Ask the question again for me.
Because it was such a shocking result, right? You were such a big favorite going into it and whatnot. When you went back to the locker room that night in Brooklyn, were you just dumbfounded, like shocked, like, oh my, like how did this happen? What went wrong here? And then when you found out a few weeks later about the failed test, Did it maybe give you like some, okay, now I understand why this went down this way. Now I understand. Now this gives me a little bit more clarity.
Yeah, I mean, of course, whenever you take a loss, you question everything. You question your preparation. You question, everything. So of course, after the fight, you're wondering, okay, you're trying to think, where did I go wrong? What did I do here? Did I do everything here? But yeah, I mean it's normal to think like that. But then it just came out. Oh, this is what it was, and that's what it was. At the end of the day.
One thing I was wondering about when I was watching, and I'm wondering how you feel about it, when I saw your boots that were very cool, but then I was like, oh no, are these a problem? They were Uggs, right?
Yeah. No, they weren't Uggs, but they were like similar a little bit. Um, so yeah, a lot of people they got like a lot of questions about the boots. Like I get that a lot. And it was a boxing shoe inside.
Got it.
So on the outside it looked like it was like a Ugg or something like that, but it was like custom made from a boxing shoe. So the whole inside was a boxing shoe.
Okay, yeah. And I figured they looked super cool, but I was just wondering if they were making you, I don't know, slip or just the grip wasn't good or something like that. Would you ever do something like that again?
um, yeah, I don't know. We gotta see. We gotta see. We gotta see.
Fair enough. And so you were the WBC champ because
Yeah,
it became a no contest. You got the 31 and 0 back. You got the clean O back. I
yeah.
saw the video of you dancing in the bowling alley and all that. And you're getting a lot of shit for this. I see. I see you getting a lot of hate. Is this kind of blow you away that you're the guy that did
Yeah, I
nothing
mean,
wrong?
it's people that's these people are trolls. People are gonna troll. People are gonna say what they're gonna say. The real people know. At the end of the day, they're getting behind what's the truth. The facts are the facts, and I didn't put nothing in the system. I didn't. Nothing came up out of my system. So you know, the trolls are gonna say what they're gonna say. This is boxing, but the real people, the real enthusiasts of the sport, they know. They know what the proof is in the pudding. And like I said, a guy is not going to get suspended and pay $1 million if he was clean, if it was an accident or if it was anything like that.
Do you think the punishment that he got was fair, or do you think it should have been harsher?
No, I don't think cheaters should be in the sport of boxing. I don't think cheat. I don't. If I felt that, should I be cheating myself? Right?
Mm.
But I don't think that cheating should be. If you get caught cheating, I think you should be banned
For life.
for life.
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, we go in and putting our life on the line each time we step in that ring, and we seen guys get killed in the ring. So I mean, he must felt something because of all his fights, he never tested dirty, right?
Hmm.
But against me, he did. It's no coincidence. He obviously felt the threat in me, and all of a sudden he's acting like we never seen him acting before. He was covering his ass just in case he lost. He was going to play the crazy role.
So feeling that way, why would you want to fight him again?
Because I want to get it back in play. I'm just that type of fighter. Obviously, the test has to be right, and it has to be you know sh- very very strict. But I'm just that type of guy. He got to pay for what he did, like I said, and that's inside the ring, outside the ring.
And so the next thing that we saw regarding you was the purse bid for the Sandor Martin fight, and you seemed upset that there was only one bid from Top Rank, and that Matchroom didn't
No, I
bid.
wasn't upset. I wasn't upset. I wasn't
Okay,
upset.
you were
I
just
was just
messing.
talking shit.
Okay,
Yeah, I wasn't upset at the end of the day. I'm good. Right now I want to take care of this business first, and focus on the matter in front of me, and then I'll get back in the ring when the time is right.
I think
It's no rush. I'm not hurting for nothing. I'm gonna get back in the ring when the time is right.
I think you saw Eddie Hearn's comment to me regarding it because I think you retweeted a tweet with it in it, and I spoke to him about it earlier in the show today, and he pretty much I asked him like what's the relationship with Devin now, and he kind of said the same thing regarding not, bidding on it, and that you have a promotional company. Why didn't you bid on it? And he just doesn't think that fight makes a lot of money. He did say he would love to do you versus Liam Paro. But before I ask you about that, how did you feel about what Eddie said regarding why Matchroom decided not to bid on it?
No, I mean, I didn't, I wasn't, it was, I didn't care about what he said. I mean, he spoke his opinion on why he didn't bid on it. And that's what it was. Like I said, it didn't make or break me. It was cool.
Did you?
Me and Eddie got a great relationship.
Okay.
And we will do business in the future. But right now, I'm focused on the matter in front of me. And then you guys will see me and Eddie doing business again, and like nothing ever happened.
Okay. Are you interested in that Paro idea at some point, or does it not make sense right now?
Of course, I want to make the best fights. I'm that kind of fighter. You know, if everything makes sense, then of course we can do it. I would love to. And I went to Australia twice.
Yeah.
So no, I wouldn't mind going back, but it would have to make sense for me.
But it sounds, and correct me if I'm wrong, you want to wait, like you want your next fight to be against Ryan Garcia. Is that accurate?
I would love for my next fight to be against Ryan Garcia. With if everything is right, everything is intact, all the drug tests and everything is everything. Of course, because that's the fight that the world would want to see. That's the fight that I would want. But he got to do his suspension. He has to. We got to figure everything out. And then we never know. But of course, I want to get mine back in blood. I'm just that kind of fighter.
But that means you're not fighting until April of next year at the earliest. Are you okay with that?
We don't know. We don't know.
Would you be okay with sitting out that long? That would be a year.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. You see me. I said I'll sit out 2 years.
Yeah. You're in your prime right now, so I thought you wanted to be active, get back on the horse, that type of thing.
You think I'm in my prime yet?
Okay, fine. Not in your prime yet.
Not in my prime yet.
Okay, fair enough. And so regarding Tank Davis, what did you think of his performance against Frank Martin?
I thought that he did what the world thought he was going to do. He showed that he was, levels above Frank Martin. Frank Martin did exactly what we thought he was going to do. He was a front runner. He was, just because he didn't have the experience of, being under those lights and being in those big moments. And it showed. He got out there. He did good in the first couple rounds, but he couldn't keep it up for a 12-round fight.
So immediately afterwards, Floyd posts the entire sparring footage between you two guys. What did you make of that?
Who said he posted it?
Oh, did he not?
Do we know? How do we know?
I guess that's what everyone just sort of assumed. I mean, he had it, right? Or maybe he gave it to someone who then posted it. Did you post it?
I never had the video.
Okay, I don't know. Someone posted it. I'm just wondering, what did you make of that kind of resurfacing finally? This sparring match that we've heard so much about. We saw snippets of in its entirety.
Everything I said before, it wasn't a lie, right?
Right, right.
I'm asking you, was it?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. We got to see it. Yeah, we got to see it.
Okay. So
you were happy. Did you feel vindicated?
Sure.
Bless you.
Thank you. Did I feel vindicated? The world just seen that I don't lie. I don't have to lie, and that's it.
Okay. I'm assuming that's something you'd like to explore, right? You versus Tank.
Of course, I want to fight the best fighters in the world. I've been saying that for ever now, and I look to get back when I get back in the ring, get back to fighting the best fighters and proving myself time and time again, like I've been.
Number one though is Ryan, right? There's nothing that you want more than that.
Of course, that's a fight that I want to get back in blood, but we just got to see. We never know what the future holds. I want to fight the best fighters in the world, and make the most money possible. So we'll see.
Is there a state where you would want that fight? Like, would you want to go back to New York?
No, I mean the next fight is on my terms.
Yeah.
The we caught the guy cheating. We caught him doing all type of antics and this and that. So wherever the fight is, it's going to be on my terms.
Can I ask, what do you make of the Shakur Stevenson situation with Top Rank?
I don't know much about it.
It seems like maybe the relationship is coming to an end, and I know you fought for them a little bit, and you've been in this spot before. This could be something of interest to you. Maybe Eddie seems interested in talking to him. Is there any of that you relate to?
You got to see his boxing. You never know. They may say that, and they may go back and forth on the internet, and he'd be back with them. So
Right.
we don't know. It's boxing. It's a business at the end of the day. So it all depends on his next performance, what he does, and where he shows his value, and that's going to determine where he ends up.
Okay. And last thing, how is your dad handling all of this? How is he? Like, is he okay with the idea of you fighting Ryan again, or maybe as a father, he doesn't want his son to go in there against someone who was caught cheating?
You have to ask him. I'm me as a man, as a fighter. That's the fight that I want. For me. So but at the end of the day, of course, my dad is upset because it happened to his son. It just happened to me, but I'm built for it. Some people aren't built for it, but I'm built for it, and that's why God, is putting me, in the forefront of all this and letting it happen to me because I'm built for it.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. Alhamdulillah, I thank Allah. He's a perfect planner, and we'll just see what the future holds.
Sorry. One more. You said you're done with weight classes. Could you
No,
expand?
I'm not fighting in weight classes no more. I'm fighting in whatever weight I choose.
So just like, it doesn't matter, like 142 or something like that. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't care about belts.
No, I mean I love the belts. The belts is what puts you in history forever. But I did that already.
Yeah. So now it's just your terms.
My terms.
Love it. Devin, well done. Thank you very much. Sorry this is all happening. Good luck with it all. And hopefully we don't have to wait a year to see you again, but I understand if you'd want to wait. It'd be less than a year at this point, right? It would be like 10 months by the time he could come back. So I think he said he's retired, by the way. So I don't know. Maybe he's not coming back. But it sounds like you don't believe him.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, I don't believe the guy got caught with five positive tests, and he's lying about that. So I don't believe shit he said.
Fair enough. Thank you, Devin. Appreciate it. Good luck to you. Thanks for the time. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it very much. Hey, if you like this video, give us the old thumbs up. Subscribe as well. You could get many more of these videos on the channel. So please do that. We would love you forever if you did so.